Hello everyone, myself Smita Ghosh from Smita's Mathematica. Today we solve JEE Main 8 of January 2020 Shift 1 question. Question number 6. Let fx is equal to sine of tan inverse x plus sine of cot inverse x whole square minus 1, where mod of x greater than 1 and dy dx is equal to half of d dx sine inverse fx. If y root 3 is equal to pi by 6, then y minus root 3 is equal to what? 4 options are given. This is the problem in the house of calculus, where given fx is a function and dy and derivative of a function is equal to half of d dx sine inverse x fx. So given dy dx is equal to half of d dx sine inverse f of x. Now integrating this function, we get y is equal to half of this integrating sine inverse f of x plus c. This is our equation number 1. Now fx is given. Fx is equal to given that sine of tan inverse x plus sine of cot inverse x whole square minus 1. Now we just put, we know cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2 minus tan inverse x. So just let tan inverse x is equal to theta. Now putting tan inverse x is equal to theta in this equation, so fx become sine of theta plus sine into, so here just one line written, cot inverse x is equal to theta minus pi by 2 minus theta, pi by 2 minus theta. So this becomes sine of pi by 2 minus theta square minus 1, and this is sine of theta plus cos of theta whole square minus 1. This becomes sine square theta cos square theta plus 2 sine theta cos theta minus 1, and this also become 1 plus this is sine 2 theta sine of 2 theta minus 1 plus 1 cancelled off, so this becomes sine of 2 theta. Putting the value of theta, that is tan inverse x, this becomes sine of 2 tan inverse x. Now placing the value fx in equation 1, now y is equal to, from 1 y becomes half of sine inverse fx, that means sine of inverse sine of 2 tan inverse x plus c. This is y. Now we know it is given that if y root 3 is equal to pi by 6, that means if x is equal to root 3, then y is equal to pi by 6. So putting this, now x is equal to root 3 and y is equal to pi by 6. Putting in this equation, now c becomes, now this is pi by 6, y is equal to pi by 6 is equal to half of sine inverse sine of 2 tan inverse x means root 3 plus c. This is half of sine inverse sine 2. We know root 3 is equal to pi by 3. Root 3 is equal to tan pi by 3. So this becomes 2 into tan inverse. Tan pi by 3 means only pi by 3 plus c, and this becomes half of, we know sine 2 pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. So sine inverse root 3 by 2 plus c. Therefore half of, we also know sine root 3 by 2 is equal to sine of pi by 3 plus c. So this becomes pi by 6 half, that is sine inverse sine pi by 3 means only pi by 3, and half is also here, so it is becomes pi by 6 plus c. That implies c is equal to 0. Now putting c is equal to 0, substituting c is equal to 0 in this equation. So this is equation 2. Now 2 becomes half, y is equal to half of sine inverse sine 2 tan inverse x, and c is equal to 0 here. So c that is 0 and 0 is that nothing. So the required value is y minus of 3. So putting x is equal to minus root 3 in this equation. Now y is equal to half of sine inverse sine of 2 tan inverse minus of root 3 and half of, we know sine inverse sine 2. We know minus root 3 is equal to tan, we made it in tan pi minus pi by 3 is equal to tan pi by 3 is equal to minus root, so it is written tan inverse tan of minus pi by 3. So half of sine inverse sine, this becomes 2 minus 2 pi by 3. We know sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, so minus is minus sine theta, so it becomes minus sine 2 pi by 3, and we also know sine inverse minus theta is equal to minus sine, so this minus is placing here half of sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. Sine inverse sine 2 pi by 3. We also know sine 2 pi by 3 is equal to root 3 by 2. Therefore minus half into sine inverse root 3 by 2. We also know root 3 by 2 is equal to sine pi by 3 minus half into sine inverse sine of pi by 3, and sine inverse sine pi by 3 is equal to only pi by 3, that is half of pi by 3, and that is equal to minus pi by 6, and we reached, this is our required answer, and our option is option 2. So it is very lengthy problem. At first we calculate the value of c, then putting values of c in fx, and then it is eliminated, and then finally we reached it. Very lengthy and very tough problem. And here is the whole problem with solution. That's all. Any question, any queries, you should just comment me in the comment box.